I know it's really overwhelming where you're at right now, in the position that you're in, the stagnation, the blocks that seem to be occurring. I know you're burnt out, but I need you to remember why you started this to begin with. I need you to remember that you're in it for the long run, the long haul. Regardless of how you feel, you still continue to get up day after day after day and stand your ground. No matter how much you can barely get out of bed, no matter how much you want to quit, you still keep getting up day after day after day to pour into your stability, to pour into your future self. Some of you guys may be wondering, is it even worth it? Will I ever see the rewards of my hard work? Why does it seem like I keep experiencing block after block after block? When spirit puts you in a isolation bubble, and it seems like no matter what you do, you just can't advance to the next stage, it's because spirit has something better and they're asking you to wait so that they can finish cooking what they're cooking for you. You cannot rush your grandmother or your mama or your auntie when they're in the kitchen cooking up something good. Because if you rush it, it's not going to come out right. Everything is always in perfect divine timing. If you get that job before you're supposed to, there's a chance that things are not going to pan out correctly. I know some of you guys are fed up with where you're at. I know you guys are fed up with being denied, rejected from applications, from this, from that. But I promise you, God has something better in store, and that's why God's asking you to wait. 1 second. God's asking you to wait because things need to become available. Okay? Maybe you guys are trying to get out of a job like tomorrow, yesterday. You need to leave yesterday. And there could be something like you getting a bonus at the end of the season, at the end of whatever this is, before you transfer over to that new job. Whatever you are facing right now, and there's a heavy emphasis on wind change. Whatever you're facing right now, I just need you to know that it is going to change very soon. Okay? There's something for somebody in here about 8 days, 8 weeks, and I know 8 weeks sounds too far away. So 8 days from now, or even sooner for some people, but I'm getting 8. There is this fast forward movement past this debilitated, this burnt out energy. And at the same time, while you're dealing with being exhausted and burnt out in the cycle that you're in, you're also overwhelming yourself by daydreaming about all the different opportunities and possibilities and paths that you could take. You're finally starting to see more for yourself, right? Your perspective isn't just so narrow-minded. You're starting to see the different opportunities and possibilities, and I'm getting this energy of like being really overwhelmed because you don't know what's out there. This is reverse, sorry. Being very overwhelmed with all the different choices that could be out there because all you've ever known is your comfort zone. All you've ever known was the life, the family that you were born into. This is heavy generational curse breaking. Excuse me, confirmation burp. This is heavy ancestral energy. This is an ancestral message. Okay, your ancestors are backing you, and it's more than just your immediate family that you think of when you think of like people in heaven helping you out. This is generations on generations, thousands of people, thousands of ancestors backing your every move, moving mountains to make sure that you get what you want, to make sure that you break these generational curses. Even if you guys, are isolated and you have absolutely no help, no support, no family, no friends, not even somebody at the gas station to talk to, your ancestors are backing you. They are with you, okay? Even if you may be scared, see how I just like stuttered a little bit? Even if you may be scared because you don't know what this is going to take, you're still doing it. And all you have to do is acknowledge that you deserve more, want more, and the universe will just provide more. Right? I'm hearing God makes a way when they're stutter. See? That fear, that anxiety in the chest and in the upper back about like right here. That fear is just because you've never done this before. It's just because no one in your ancestral lineage has done this before. When you tell the universe, okay, I want more for myself. I'm very thankful for what I have, but I'm so thankful that I got too comfortable in accepting breadcrumbs. I got too comfortable in thinking that this is all life could offer for me. I used to watch a reality TV show and I would watch it as entertainment. I would never think, not ever, that that was possible for me, that I would ever be sitting here buying a microphone to talk to you guys with, that I would be in front of a camera telling my story. 7-Eleven, when I looked up, 7-Eleven, 756, and 444 are significant, as well as 818. 818. When you decide that you want more and you start knocking on different doors to the universe, eventually you will knock on a door that gives you emotional fulfillment, that pours into you like you've always needed to be poured into, that has you breaking these generational curses, these mindsets that you were bound to, that you were born into. This offer that's coming in is going to have you moving differently. It's going to have you moving boldly. It's going to have you tapping into that sacral energy, that confidence, that shoulders relaxing in public, knowing who you are, okay? And this card just dropped again. I knocked it off. There's a heavy emphasis on you having absolutely no support. And you're like, yo, your ancestors are pissed that it was not supposed to be like this. You weren't meant to be left out in the cold. You weren't meant to be sold for a couple pieces of silver. You weren't meant to be ostracized and left alone just because you refused to be like everybody else in your family or everybody else in your workplace, whatever this is. Yeah. Let's get to the rest of the reading. These obstacles that you think are in your place, again, your ancestors that are blocking your progress. Your ancestors are moving mountains to make sure you get what you want, to make sure you get what you need. Okay? They just needed you to fight for yourself first. You will be moving differently in this season. Whatever this opportunity is that is coming to you, if you take it, it's going to unlock so many doors, and they are going to be, what I'm seeing, what I just seen in my third eye is you closing one door and so many doors just slamming shut behind it, and at the same time, a million different doors opening for you. And you're going to have the courage, you're going to have the balls to pursue these opportunities, to pursue these wants, these dreams, these endeavors. And right now, you may not see what you're capable of with the star reversed. You may not remember that you are a star in the sky, the ones that you look up to at night. You are a star in a human body. You came here to accomplish great things. I need you to take me seriously when I tell you that there is some support coming in. Okay? There are going to be stable, happy, supportive environments coming in. Support and environments coming in. Okay? Because right before... excuse me. Something does not want this message to come out. Right before we got the isolation and having no one to support you and cheer you on, we got that you would be surrounded. Can you see that? Yeah. That you would be eventually surrounded and supported, and you would be celebrating your own home with your own peace in it. My right foot is itching so bad. Your ancestors are going to step before you step just to make sure that you are good. To make sure 1111 is significant in 1111. To make sure that wherever you go, they will do everything in their power to make sure you get what you need. To make sure they prepare you for the things that you need to be prepared for before you get there. Okay? I know you have no support right now, but it's going to be night and day difference whenever this balance kicks in. Okay? Court rulings could be significant. Whenever this justice, whenever this balance, okay, it's the same thing. Whenever it kicks in, you will have the right people look behind this person. You see all those people supporting him in the back? You will have the support that you need. You will have the practical resources and the nervous system that you need to provide this, to go after this, whatever this is for you, okay? We got an oracle card. It says growth happens outside of your comfort zone. This is not going to be comfortable at first, but there's this heavy energy of healing the nervous system, regulating the nervous system, unpacking so much shit from the shoulders and the back of the neck, so that when you enter these rooms, you hold your head high and your chest out. Because the rooms that you're going to be put in are going to feel like a dream. The rooms that you are going to be put in, you already are well qualified to be in, is what I just heard. There's this energy of needing to build that confidence up. So we're 1313. I can't make it up. So when you step into these rooms, you do it confidently. Ain't nobody about to tell you can't be there. Ain't nobody about to make you feel like you can't be there. Because guess what, baby? You're doing God's work. And there's going to be a lot of people trying to get in your face and tell you what you can and can't do, and what you ought to not do, and what you ought to do. But this isn't that anymore. I love you guys so much. Please let me know if this resonated, and I will see you beautiful people in the next.